walked in and she was giving Carter Hart oral sex.
Michael McLeod. His name was just cleared in court, but now he's in even bigger trouble. On July 24th, 2025, he was told he was not guilty in a big case. But the NHL said he still can't play. Then, another old case from when he was 16 came back, and now the league is in panic. In a courtroom in London, Ontario, a judge said Michael McLeod and 4 other hockey players were not guilty. The case was about something that happened in 2018 after a Hockey Canada party. The judge said the woman's story didn't match the other facts. Because of that, the court could not say the players did something wrong.
The Crown in the hockey player sex assault trial called the now retired London police officer who originally closed the case in 2018.
Michael McLeod, Dillon Dubé, Carter Hart, Foote, and Alex Formenton were all in the case. McLeod was also in trouble for helping make the plan, but the judge said he didn't do that either. Right after that, the NHL made a big announcement. Even though the court said the players were not guilty, the NHL said they can't come back to play yet. The league said it was still looking at what happened and called the actions very bad, even if not criminal. The NHL Players Association did not agree. They said this was not fair. The players had already missed more than 1 full season, and now they were still not allowed to return. The NHLPA said this broke the agreement the league has with the players. Michael McLeod's lawyers said the court decision was a big win for him, but they also said his name was hurt and that he might not play again. All 5 players were already off NHL teams when they got charged in 2024. Michael McLeod had started playing in Russia for a team called Baris Astana and later moved to another team, Avangard Omsk. The others also played in Russia or Switzerland. Then something new came out. On August 1st, 2025, news came that McLeod was part of another case. This one happened way back in 2014 when he played for a team in the Ontario Hockey League called the Mississauga Steelheads. Police are now looking into a report that a group of players hurt someone that year. McLeod's name was in that group. He was 16 at the time. This new case made things worse. It added more pressure on the NHL. People started asking if McLeod should ever play again. And now, the league is under more stress than before. During the 2018 case, the court saw messages that McLeod sent to teammates. He told them to come to his hotel room. Carter Hart said he came because he trusted McLeod, but he also said he couldn't remember everything that happened.
We know now that the night of this incident that Michael McLeod sent a text message to all the players on that Team Canada asking who was up for a 3-way and to come to his hotel room if they were interested.
The lawyer said McLeod planned the meeting. There were messages with words about sex and plans. The woman who was in the room said she felt hurt and embarrassed. She said men were laughing, and she felt disrespected. McLeod's lawyer said the woman had told different stories at different times. Some people said she was quiet and covered up that night. The lawyer said this meant the story was not true. People outside the courtroom had strong feelings. Some supported the woman. Some were angry about the court's decision. The woman's lawyer said she was upset the judge didn't believe her. The NHL kept saying that the behavior was not okay. The league is still looking into the situation. The Players Association says the players should be allowed back. In the NHL's rulebook, the commissioner can punish players even if there is no crime. He can give fines, stop contracts, or make players sit out. No NHL team has signed the players yet. McLeod and the others are still not on any teams. Even if the court said they were not guilty, teams may not want to deal with the attention. This case is part of a bigger problem. In Canada, many people have talked about how Hockey Canada has handled problems like this before. There were also stories about secret money used to pay people so they would not talk. Sponsors stopped giving money to Hockey Canada because of all this. Now the league, the teams, the players, and the fans are all watching to see what happens next. Michael McLeod's future is still unclear. The NHL has not said when or if he can come back. And with a new case from 2014 now open, the questions are only